Prayers in the Bible. Hello, I'm Malcolm Cox and welcome to Quiet Time Coaching, episode 51. Today, something a little bit different. A little while ago, I saw an article online, an article on prayer by my friend, Dr. Rolan Monje. He's someone who serves as a teacher in our congregations in the Philippines. And I asked him if I could feature that article on my blog because I thought that what he'd written would be of interest to people who read my blog and watch these videos and listen to my podcasts. He said, absolutely. So I have published the entire article on my blog. So if you go to malcolmcox.org, you'll see it there. It's 5 pages of A4 when printed out. So it's long, but not terribly long. It's in-depth, but not too detailed, I think, for most of us. And it has a lot of references which you can then use for your own personal quiet times, your own personal Bible study, and to feed your own times of prayer. So I commend this article to you. Let me read a couple of excerpts from it. Obviously, I'm not going to read the whole thing. It's too long for this kind of format, but I would like to whet your appetite, to give you a little bit of a trailer. So he says at the beginning of his article, a few months ago, I felt that God was calling me to a deeper prayer life. Perhaps you've felt that. I decided to meditate on the prayers of the prophets. Also, I found it helpful to study out the prayers of Christ. As I dug deeper, I ended up surveying the whole Bible on the subject of prayer. One thing is certain, he says, the Bible has more than enough references to prayer, commands, records, examples, and allusions to show that God desires to have a prayerful people. It was both a sobering and inspiring study for me. And then he lists out some sections, which I'll go through in a moment here, but beginning with a reminder of perhaps 5 helpful questions to ask when we study prayer in the Bible. Firstly, what caused the person to pray? What was the reason? Secondly, what was the condition of the person's heart when they prayed? What was going on? Thirdly, why was the prayer answered or not, if we can tell from the context? Fourthly, what can I learn here about God's character? It's not just about us. It really is also about God. And fifthly, is there anything I can change in my prayer life based on this example, having studied out someone's prayers when we look at them in the Bible? So he goes through prayers in the Pentateuch, first of all. Cain, Abraham, Hagar, Lot, and Abraham again, and Rebecca, and a number of characters. Then prayers in the history books, so Joshua, Gideon, Manoah, Hannah, David, and others, with some things to reflect on. Then the prayers in the prophets and the Psalms, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Daniel, Jonah, and Habakkuk as examples, with some questions for reflection. Then prayers in the New Testament, prayers by Zechariah, Anna, Paul, Stephen, and so on. And of course, the prayers of Jesus. As he says here, they deserve special attention. Not only are they frequent and varied, I'm quoting here, but they uniquely open a window into the very heart of God. The prayers of Jesus are moving and gripping. They teach us how to approach God humbly, yet forcefully. And so he has a number of examples of Jesus' prayer life there, finishing with a lot of references, which I think you may find useful for your own study, and then that to stimulate you in your own prayer times. Let me read his conclusion just here as well. The Bible has so much about prayer that a whole lifetime would not be enough to exhaust the learning and the experience. Praise God that he has given us every day of our lives to enjoy our relationship with him. I pray that this summary of prayers in the Bible will inspire you to grow in your own prayer life. A close walk with God is a priceless gift. A growing prayer life is worth the time and the effort, and I'd agree with that. Even the chance to approach God is something we don't deserve. To have a good talk with the Lord is better than anything in the world. There is nothing as fulfilling, as enjoyable, or as powerful. And he signs off, Rolan Monje. Well, there we have it. Those 5 pages of notes there and study. I commend it to you. I'd like to encourage you again. Go to my blog, malcolmcox.org. You'll see it there. Have a read of it. Study it. whether in one go or piece by piece, and use it to inspire your own prayer times as you look at the examples of prayers in the Bible. Well, let me know what you think. What do you learn from this? What do you see there that's helpful to you? Leave a comment and leave it publicly so that we can learn from each other, because we learn best when we learn in community. And if you know someone who might enjoy this, please pass the link on, both to this recording and to the blog article. And if you do have time, just hit the like button and the subscribe button, and then we can let other people know about these important topics. Thanks again so much for watching today. I very much appreciate your company and your feedback. Let me know of any way that I can answer questions about spiritual disciplines. And if you'd like some coaching, then look me up on coach.me and you'll find me there. And if I can help you with your spiritual disciplines in any way, I'd be glad to do so. So until the next time, I hope you have a wonderful, intimate, fulfilling and satisfying and meaningful time with God today and every day this week. Take care and God bless you.